Hey, what's up? This is just a really quick testimonial for Justin and Zach and the whole Conversion Lead team, actually. I just want to walk you through like my experience of going through the program, like finding them, their sales cycle, and how much of an impact it's had on my company. So I think I met Zach and Justin like a month and a half ago. Like I'm still relatively actually new to the program, which is crazy to think. But it's just been, I mean, in short, it's been the best program I have ever invested. Like I mean, maybe there's been some that have been just as good, but this is hands down some of the best money I've ever spent on the company. Just to give you a bit of background, we help agencies outsource their graphic design and web development services. And before I met Justin and Zach, I was in a position where like the company was growing. It was just going relatively slowly. I was doing all the sales. I was doing all the appointment setting. I was figuring out the lead gen. And I was really looking for a way to scale and to kind of ramp that up. So if I would have evaluated where we were, it was growing. I think we were getting, I don't know, like max 10 new trials a month, maybe. And getting like, I think 2 calls a week. Like they were relatively qualified leads, but not anything major. And it was very, very slow. I had no predictable way of growing the company in the slightest. And I have a background in marketing. I have a background in digital marketing, running big Facebook ad launches and, webinar launches and that kind of thing. So I do know what I'm doing when it comes to digital marketing, and I just really couldn't figure out a way to grow this. I was doing a lot of outbound and things like that at the time. And as I said, it was kind of working, but I just really wanted to I was ready to scale the company. And I knew I needed to get, essentially like an appointment setter in place. Fast forward to after met Justin and Zach, went through their sales cycle. And I was like, I have to say, I was really, really nervous going through it. And I've been in a lot of these programs and I wasn't a huge, I was very skeptical. I was really skeptical. And it took me ages. It took me ages to like make the decision and go for it. But I am so glad I did. It's hands down the best money I've ever spent in the company for a very, very long time. And I kind of grit my teeth, went with it. And literally within 3 weeks, I had like the biggest issue that I had was I didn't have reliable lead gen or scalable lead gen. And so within the first 3 weeks, they showed me how to create a lead gen system for the company, which is now pouring in, I think, 10 leads a day. When we're booking like easily like 5 calls every single day. I have like the appointment setter just in, and that was within 3 weeks. I had like the lead gen sorted and they helped me completely literally blow up the business. It's been amazing. And then after that, I had the appointment setter, and the appointment setter has just been incredible. Like the best. We have a team of like 40 people here, and he is already like one of the best team members I've ever met. He's amazing. His name is Ray, and he is just an absolute powerhouse at setting appointments. He's amazing. So fast forward to the results. We're now like booking 5 calls a day easily. I am rammed on sales calls. We've just signed up, I think like 12 grand MRR in new sales in the first month of having this system, installed. So the lead gen plus the appointment setter. And now I am very much in a place where I can actually look at hiring a closer, which has been a big goal of mine for a very long time, is to be able to be in a position where the company really grows itself as opposed to just, kind of operating itself. Like I have operations down, relatively, speaking, and I really wanted to get this to a point where it grows itself, right? And now I'm in the best position to really be able to do that and to take the next step. So yeah, we've gone from, I think, 18 grand MRR through to I think it's even a bit more than that. I think we're now at like 33 grand MRR. And the goal is to get to 50,000 by the end of the program. So it's been a crazy few weeks, and I still have more to go, which is even better. Zach and Justin are hands down two of the best guys I've ever met. One of the other things that's really important to note is just how unlike other programs, like other programs say that they're very high ticket and one-on-one, and they're really not. Like I've been in so many of these programs where they say you'll get expert advice, and it's not. It's just someone on the team that that will give advice. But these guys actually go through your materials. They actually review things. They give you advice that isn't generic. Like in this space, people give such bad advice. I've paid for so many of these programs, and people do give very bad advice. And these guys have just every step of the way given me such good, solid advice that's not generic in any way. I haven't really heard any of this in any other programs that I've been a part of, and it's just phenomenal. It's really, really, really good. They just give really solid advice, and they are very much there. It feels a lot like you get a consultant's coming on board as opposed to an online course or like a program. And it's there are weekly calls, there's loads of access and stuff, but it does feel a lot like you're actually hiring just a good consulting firm, right? And like and they've just done it so right. They're hands down best program I've been a part of, and I just huge props to them. I really hope this testimonial was useful for you, but I know I was really nervous about the beginning about whether or not this would work, and I'm really glad I made the decision. I think like it's absolutely exceeded my expectations, and I think that's generally what they aim to do, is always try and exceed people's expectations. Okay, so just on this call, whilst I'm filming this, I've just had a booking come through from my appointment setter. But yeah, I think they absolutely aim to exceed expectations, and like they give so much value. It's been so worth the money, and to think how much of a massive problem they've helped me solve, it's just so worth the money. Like I could not have hired with so much without so much experience. I would not have been able to hire like an appointment setter as good as this. I wouldn't have been able to train them as good as this, and I would not have been able to build a system that they give you access to this like a system that helps you manage all the leads and all that sort of stuff. And I would not have been able to build that, like not with managing 40 employees or anything else going on. Like it's solved a huge problem in the company, and we will be a million, like 100K a month, and that is relatively soon. Hopefully by July this year, and that will all be thanks to those two. So they solve a huge problem. If you are at all thinking about this, and you are looking to essentially get lead generation and building it and to build like the start of your sales team, these guys are the way to go. They are absolutely phenomenal. So thanks.